Yo, welcome back to Cage Calculated. Today, we're going to be doing a different type of video. We're going to be doing a UFC Path to Greatness video. I'll explain the premise of this video and kind of how I came up with it, and we'll jump right into it here in just a second. As you can tell, I just got dumped on by Rain. We had to go take out Remy. She is here in the recording. What up, Remy? Biggest fan of Cage Calculated over here. So we love to see that. But yeah, if I look a little damp, that's why. But again, no UFC fights this weekend. We get a break, but we don't have a break over here at Cage Calculated. Trying to find some fun ways to entertain y'all, and I figured this was going to be a good video to do. Now, what is UFC Path to Greatness? Now, I saw this idea, I think, from Tony Has Died on Instagram and a couple other Instagram creators. So if you follow them, you probably kind of know what this is. But what I saw was the Conor McGregor path to greatness, path to like the elite way that Conor McGregor can like finish out his career. And I thought it was pretty creative, and I wanted to do it as the premise of this video and kind of do it with some other fighters that y'all may see as like fan favorites or ones that are kind of like memes on this channel. So I'll give you an example of what the UFC Path to Greatness looks like. We start out with Conor McGregor fighting Max Holloway. In this scenario, we assume Conor McGregor beats Max Holloway and wins the fight, wins at welterweight, and moves on to his next opponent, which likely I could see being Carlos Prates. He fights Carlos Prates, wins versus Carlos Prates, gets a really solid win, maybe even gets a knockout elite fight versus Carlos Prates. Title shot time versus Islam Makhachev, fights Islam Makhachev and beats him, and then we get a Khabib rematch. This is the one I saw on Tony Has Died. I think that's hilarious. And then he finishes out his career on top, beats Khabib, beats the allegations, beats it all, and comes back and wins everything and finishes out his career in the best possible path. Now, I'm going to do this with a couple other fighters. I believe I have 8 other fighters on this video. So again, hopefully y'all like this premise. I am going to set some ground rules as well. First, this is all hypothetical matchmaking. This is not something that I think is going to happen. It's just something that I try to create a path to either the title or just being great in the sense of the word in the UFC. I'm going off of rankings currently right now. I'm not trying to project where fighters are going to be in the future. This is something that is going to be specific to the fighter. So if we just froze time right now and the rankings were frozen right now, who would be the path to get to the top? I just did it that way. I figured trying to project like, you know, all these like really good prospects like Atiba Gauthier trying to make it to the top. Like, I'm not going to project him into the top 5 at any point in the future. It's if we froze time right now, and this is the scenario for these fighters to climb all their way to the top. So that's how it's going to work. Don't think I'm trying to like have projections on who's going to be great in like 2031. I'm not doing that. So now that you got that out of the way, another rule that we're going to have on the path to greatness, and it's not really a rule, it's just kind of like an guideline more or less. It's not going to specifically be just titles, so it's not going to be just getting the belt. A majority of these are the fighter in specific going and getting the belt, but some of these are like legend status and just trying to like make them the best possible, trying to have them be the best possible fighter in the division, kind of stuff like that. Things that, you know, you could see. You'll understand it when I'm saying it. I'm not trying to over explain it. And again, these are all hypothetical scenarios. This is all like hypothetical results. In no way do I think Conor McGregor is going to ever fight Khabib. I think Khabib's done and retired. But I think Khabib is done and retired. I don't think that fight's ever going to happen. But again, this is all hypothetical. This is not what I think is going to happen. We're just going to do a fun little exercise, okay? Don't try and take this too seriously. This is something that's supposed to be fun, and I think it's going to be. And again, we got the Conor McGregor one out of the way, fighting Khabib. We are going to start out with Bam Bam Tuivasa. How can you not be excited about a shoey, man? This guy's lost 7 straight fights, and this is his path to the title. Somehow hasn't gotten cut yet. We've seen a bunch of fighters get cut today for some reason, and somehow he survived yet another round of it. We will win the title. Tai Tuivasa, the title run, it starts now, and it starts with Sean Sheriff. Was supposed to fight Sean Sheriff in his last fight, ended up fighting Louis Sutherland, and we all know that was a snoozer. So let's get that fight booked at some point. Let's see Sean Sheriff versus Tai Tuivasa. I think he can win that fight. In this scenario, he does win. And then he goes and fights Attack on Titan version Steven Asplund. That would be a banger fight. Both these dudes would just jiggle around the octagon. You get an awesome press conference. I think this would be a super fun fight. Bam Bam Tuivasa just hooks him with that right. Steven Asplund goes down, which would be a disappointment, but I do love Bam Bam more than I probably love Steven Asplund, so that would be awesome. Moving up the chain, he fights Vitor Petrino, who just recently fought Steven Asplund. I think that this would be a really solid fight. Vitor Petrino just outside the top 15 at heavyweight and is looking to try and get in. I think this would be a great fight for Tai Tuivasa to try and get his way just looking into the top 15. He wins that fight and fights another on the cusp of being top 15, Shamil Gaziev, who gives you a little bit more than just straight up knockout power. He can box, he can really move around the octagon despite what he looks like. And again, we'd always like to see jiggle fights. So we get to see these guys jiggle around the octagon. Then we move into a top 15 matchup. We got Tyrell Fortune, who just beat Sergey Spivak. You get to see Tai Tuivasa fight a top 15 fighter, move into the rankings, beats Tyrell Fortune. And again, I'm doing this off of how I think that Tai Tuivasa could win. This is all based on him fluking pretty much every single fighter on this list. So he flukes Tyrell Fortune. He gets into the top 15. Give him Josh Hokett. Can you imagine the press conference? Tai Tuivasa, Josh Hokett. This would be elite. You'd get a shoey possibility. You get Josh Hokett with the rhymes. It would be elite. Move Tai Tuivasa into the top 5 to fight Ciryl Gane. We've seen this matchup before. We've seen Tai Tuivasa lose to Ciryl Gane, but Ciryl Gane doesn't know what's coming. A Bam Bam is going to happen to Ciryl Gane, and we will celebrate. We will get a shoey over Ciryl Gane's corpse. This is going to be an elite fight, and he gets a title shot after this and give him Alex Pereira. Who else but Alex Pereira? Who else but Poatan? And I can just see it. Visualize it with me. Tai Tuivasa avoids that left hook, ducks back, throws that right overhand. Can you imagine? I can see it here, and I'm manifesting. Tai Tuivasa wins the belt. The title run starts now. This is the blueprint. Tai Tuivasa, the work is cut out for you. This is how he wins the belt. Love to see this and becomes heavyweight champion. I mean, how can you beat this? This would be the most legendary run of all time in heavyweight, easily. What a turnaround. The guy goes from losing 7 straight fights to, I think, winning 7 straight fights. That would be unbelievable. What a job from Bam Bam Tuivasa. He goes on his path to greatness. Up next, we have the inventor of sex, newly minted top 15 lightweight Quillen Salkill, the minority killer, and he gets another minority. I consider, Mateusz Gamrot to be a minority at this point. Anyone who's in Quillen Salkill's way is a minority because we're the majority. We are Quillen Salkill, and he gets to fight Mateusz Gamrot, which is likely his next fight, I think. I think that that's not insane to say that. Quillen Salkill knocks out Mateusz Gamrot, avoids the ground game, manages to get a top 10 win, and who else to give him but BSD. Now, I wanted to give him Paddy Pimblett. I'm cool with whoever wins that fight. Give him Quillen Salkill if he's able to beat Mateusz Gamrot. The winner of both get to fight each other, but I'm going to assume BSD gets it done in this scenario. We get 2 insanely hyped fighters, guys who want to get the finish, and this could be a co-main event on any given numbered event. This would be elite. Quillen Salkill gets it done. Throw up a triangle, throw something off his back. I think BSD gets top control. Quillen Salkill is able to get some insane submission, and we get to see him move into the top 3 versus Arman Tsarukyan. We need a fight for Arman. Who else to give him but the inventor of sex? Arman Tsarukyan tries to take Quillen Salkill to the ground, is unsuccessful. Quillen Salkill lands a mean uppercut, and he is ranked number 1 in the lightweight division. Quillen Salkill is going to be taking on Ilia Topuria up next. Title fight time, baby. And I will not doubt Quillen Salkill versus Ilia Topuria. Ilia tries to just mean mug him up against the cage, just celebrates the night before, is probably hungover, and the inventor of sex had plenty the night before, and he is able to get it done. Quillen Salkill is champion. That's his path, baby. I can see it here. You heard it here first at Cage Calculated. This is the calculated path for Quillen Salkill. What a storyline. Up next, Tristan's favorite, and slightly my favorite. I'm starting to grow with the Yadong train. Love Song Yadong, and this is his path to greatness. And he is booked to fight Deiveson Figueiredo next weekend in Macau. So we get to see that fight. And let's assume he wins this one. Deiveson Figueiredo is a little over the hill. Song Yadong still young, still active, still ready to roll. He beats Deiveson Figueiredo. It gets Mario Bautista next. Now, I know he's booked against Corey Sandhagen, but Mario Bautista in this scenario beats Corey Sandhagen and gets into the top 5. What better test for Mario Bautista than Song Yadong, who's been in and out of the top 5 for the last 2 to 3 years? This would be a banger fight, and those of you who know ball know that this would be a banger fight. This fight goes the way Song Yadong wants it, wins in a decision, nothing too exciting, and he's able to move into the top 3 potentially with Umar Nurmagomedov. Umar, super dangerous on the ground, likes to control, likes to try and just smudge you up throughout the fight, really, really frustrate you, but he hasn't met Song Yadong yet. And Song Yadong has something to say. He has the final word and knocks out Umar Nurmagomedov. What a fight! Get him into the title picture. Petr Yan, Song Yadong, Doesn't matter who's the title contender. It doesn't matter who currently holds the belt. That is Song Yadong's belt, and I'll be damned if he gets denied. Song Yadong is able to outbox, outgrapple Petr Yan. His cardio is matching Petr Yan, and Song Yadong gets it done in a 5-round war. 48-47, beats Petr Yan, who is likely at the end of his career at this point, and we crown a new champion. Song Yadong. Tristan goes apeshit. We go apeshit. We are Song Yadong. The Dong army rises up. This is what legends are made of. Song Yadong is the new bantamweight champion. This is the path for greatness for the Yadong. Up next, everyone's favorite, Yuri Prochazka, obviously just lost to Carlos Ulberg. It's AI. I just want to say that. I've been seeing videos of somehow Yuri Prochazka getting slimed by Carlos Ulberg. I just want to say ChatGPT is a hell of a thing. Don't trust what you see on the internet. Yuri Prochazka, he's champion already, but in this scenario, we're going to assume he's not. We're just going to kind of, act like, the AI videos are real and that he's not champion. But let's give Yuri Prochazka versus Magomed Ankalaev a interim belt for both of these guys. We want to see Magomed Ankalaev get slimed, and Yuri Prochazka has the tools necessary to do it. I'm going to go Yuri Prochazka winning this one by a submission. Sneaky submission. I mean, people don't know about Yuri Prochazka's ground game. Everyone likes to see his goofy fight style on the feet. But Yuri Prochazka is incredibly dangerous on the ground, and he's able to get back control on Magomed Ankalaev when he makes a mistake, inevitably because he's boring as shit and wants to just lay on you. Yuri Prochazka takes the back rear naked choke, and here we go again. Let's get the rematch going. Carlos Ulberg is finally healthy, ready to go, and this is the scenario where Yuri Prochazka will show no mercy. 10-second knockout, we get Yuri as champion. It's the rightful thing that's going to happen, and I know it will happen. This is probably the most likely out of any of these. But Yuri Prochazka will get this one done. He has learned his lesson. Carlos Ulberg, it would be hilarious if he just tore his other ACL in the middle of the fight, and then we get to see Yuri not actually hold back. That would be pretty sick. But, Yuri Prochazka is just better. And, I don't want to see any more of those AI videos. Yuri Prochazka is champion. We celebrate. Up next, King Green. Bobby Green. He's been making a little bit of a run. He's had 3 straight wins in the lightweight division, and people are calling for a ranked matchup. Now, I'm not going to give him a ranked matchup yet. I'm going to give him Chris Duncan. Chris Duncan recently headlined a fight night versus Renato Moicano. Came off that loss, and he give him King Green. I think this would be a solid matchup. Both of these guys have a super fun fight style. There would be a finish in this one. And King Green pieces up Chris Duncan, takes Chris Duncan to the ground, and gets another submission win. King Green, man, he has an elite ground game, and I will continue to hound you about King Green's ground game, and you will know what this guy is made of. Let's give him someone in the top 15. Let's give him Fares Ziam. He is ranked number 14 currently. He is currently booked to fight soon. This fight makes sense. Give him Fares Ziam, someone who's a really solid prospect in this lightweight division, and give him King Green. King Green versus Fares Ziam, super exciting fight. And King Green gets this one done in a 29-28 decision. This goes the distance. You see some elite boxing from King Green. He's able to counter everything Ziam throws at him, and he gets it done. Move this guy into the top 10 and give him Renato Moicano. Renato Moicano, obviously, like I just said, beat Chris Duncan in a fight night main event. This is a solid fight. This is a little bit of an unk fight, but this is a solid fight, and I think King Green could win this one. I think Renato Moicano is incredibly dangerous on the ground, but King Green could outstrike Renato Moicano. I could see it happening. Visualize it here with me, guys. Stay with me now. King Green beating Renato Moicano. It happens. Let's move him to the top 6 of this division with Dan Hooker. Ball knowers know that this would be an elite fight. Dan Hooker has elite finishing ability. King Green's boxing is so much fun to watch, and this would be a banger fight right now. I wouldn't mind this fight being created at this current time, but King Green gets it done versus Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker drops yet another one, but he looks good in it. We see another 29-28 decision. King Green gets it done and moves towards Max Holloway. Now, I'm going to keep it real with you. King Green ain't beating Max Holloway. I'm going to keep it real with you. But in this scenario, he finds a fluke knockout. King Green turns back the time, is able to find that right hand and hooks Max Holloway to the body. Max Holloway drops his guard, and King Green overhands him. Upset of the century. And here we go. Give him Gaethje. Give King Green Gaethje. He needs to earn his title shot. Ilya is not super easy to get to. He only fights once a year. I just realized I spelled Justin Gaethje's name wrong, so that's fantastic. But let's assume that Ilya's out again for some unspecified reason, and we get another interim belt. Justin Gaethje's 8,000th interim belt. We get King Green, we get Justin Gaethje for the interim belt, and we get to see King Green do it once more. Outbox Justin Gaethje. We see this as a main event. 49-47 decision. I see King Green just whooping Justin Gaethje in one round. And we get King Green as the interim champion, and we know who's up next. Give him Ilia Topuria. Now, Ilia Topuria has a super powerful hand, will box with you, will stay on the feet, but like I said, visualize it here with me. King Green will take Ilia Topuria to the ground, use a lot of control time, try and use that ankle pick, try and use a lot of control, prevent Ilia Topuria from getting up, and then in the third round, King Green gets back up and outboxes Ilia Topuria when he's tired. We see yet another 48-47 decision. King Green is the lightweight champion. This is his path to greatness, and the title run starts now. Give me King Green as champion, man. What an elite fighter to see it all. And I'm talking we, every single UFC MMA fan would love to see King Bobby Green with the belt. This would be an elite path to the title. Up next, my king, my GOAT, my precious Joshua Van. He's no longer the paper champ. He beat Tatsuro Taira. He has defended his belt at least once. And we know what we need to see next. He is going to fight Alexandre Pantoja. That is going to be the next fight. Pantoja had that freak injury. And in this scenario, Joshua Van is the better man. And I genuinely think that this could happen. That Joshua Van outboxes Alexandre Pantoja. You get to see Pantoja try and attempt his ground game, but Joshua Van has those butterfly hooks. He knows how to defend against the ground. You may see Pantoja do a lot of the similar things that Tatsuro Taira did. Maybe he wins round one, but Van is a monster on the feet, and every single round starts on the feet, and he outstrikes Pantoja and defends his belt again against possibly one of the best flyweights in the history of the UFC, and that is a bona fide champion. So who do we give him next? Let's give him Manel Kape. Manel Kape's incredibly dangerous, has an incredible amount of power for the flyweight division, and he's already called out Joshua Van. I think he's waiting in the wings. He's going to fight Horiguchi here soon. Assuming he beats Horiguchi in this scenario, he fights Joshua Van, gets his title shot. But Joshua Van, that elite boxing dude, I just think he has the ability to outstrike Manel Kape, stay out of that right hand, keep himself in a fantastic scenario, and we see Joshua Van defend his belt for a third time. Now, who else do we give him? Let's give him Loner Kavanagh. Everyone's excited about this guy. He's been super exciting. He had that awesome win versus Brandon Moreno, is now currently booked against Brandon Royval. He's just destroying the Brandons of division, but we have a Joshua Van. You may have a Loner Kavanagh, but we have a Joshua Van. He is able to outstrike Loner Kavanagh. It's just not his time yet, and it's Joshua Van's time right now. And then we see Joshua Van go for double champ status, and we see him fight Petr Yan. Petr Yan has incredible cardio, he has incredible boxing, and he has a really underrated ground game, but he's not Joshua Van. And Joshua Van has the heart of a champion, the heart of a double champion at that, and has the striking necessary to beat Petr Yan. He has the cardio to beat Petr Yan. And Joshua Van becomes the second double champ in flyweight and bantamweight history and makes his name cemented in the Hall of Fame. Joshua Van can do this all before the age of 27, and I'm calling it now. Joshua Van, you have a legacy to make, and everyone standing in his way will be silenced. Joshua Van clan will rise once again. Give me Joshua Van versus everybody. Up next, my king, my GOAT, specifically my favorite fighter, got Derek Lewis. And yes, I've been seeing some of the clips of him getting knocked out by Waldo Cortez Acosta. It is what it is. Derek Lewis doesn't give a shit. It happens. You know, you got caught. I got caught. You got dominated. And Derek Lewis, let's get back on the hype train. And he's fighting Josh Hogan on the White House card. I'm going to be real with you. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for Derek Lewis. But Derek Lewis gets it done. He will not be denied in front of his boy Trump. He is going to get it done and shut this little jokester up. No more rhyming. It is Derek Lewis time. Up next, let's give him a rematch against Alexander Volkov. Look, Alexander Volkov just had a fantastic fight against who else but Waldo Cortez Acosta and beat him at UFC 328. He doesn't really have anyone to fight. Heavyweight division's kind of clogged up. Let's give him Derek Lewis again. Alexander Volkov lost by knockout to Derek Lewis. And in this scenario, Derek Lewis proves it's not a fluke and is able to knock out Alexander Volkov. What a win. Let's give him Tom Aspinall. Derek Lewis time. Let's give him Tom Aspinall. Let's give him a title fight. And Derek Lewis versus everyone. He is able to fluke Tom Aspinall. And in this scenario, I will give him the fluke. It's not a fluke when it comes to Derek Lewis. He just has that much power. Knocks out Tom Aspinall and is now the champion. Then we give him Alex Pereira. Cement his legacy versus one of the best fighters in UFC history. Alex Pereira tries to fight Derek Lewis, but Alex Pereira is no match for Derek Lewis's right hand. Alex Pereira may have that left hand, but we have Derek Lewis's right hand, and it is a Mack truck waiting to be unleashed. Alex Pereira does get hit a lot. He does lose in the rounds that he's fighting in, but he ends up winning because he has so much power. But Derek Lewis is his kryptonite. We get to see Derek Lewis defend his belt and become one of the heavyweight GOATs of all time. this would be the elite scenario, and I can see it. I can genuinely see this happening. And I don't think I'm overreacting when I say Derrick Lewis title run starts at the White House. Give me Derrick Lewis. Give me his title run. Give me the belt. We are Derrick Lewis. The amount of memes coming from this. If Derrick Lewis wins the belt at like 45 years old, life is at its peak. Life is at its pinnacle. We get to see Derrick Lewis champ. That's going to be elite. And finally, meme of the channel, GOAT of the channel, coming off a massive win versus Andre Petroski to avoid getting cut, we have Cody Poop Brundage. And he's no longer Poop. Cody Brundage is about to go on the run of a century and become the middleweight champion, and it starts with Brad Tavares. Brad Tavares, veteran of the UFC. Let's give Cody Brundage another guy that he can try and just work his way through some of his issues, really improve his striking. I think he could beat someone like Brad Tavares, and he's able to get it done. Let's assume he wins a 29-28. Not super exciting, but he's able to get another win. Let's build a streak. It starts at 2. Let's just keep moving on. And to Jordan Santos. Jordan Santos did just recently lose, but Cody Brundage has another thing in store. Jordan Santos has a weaker chin. I think Cody Brundage could find the knockout shot. He proved it during the Andre Petroski fight, and he's able to get it done yet again versus another kind of scrub of the middleweight division. But Cody Brundage is starting to turn people's heads. Maybe you see this open up a prelim. Maybe you see it as a main early prelim, but this would be a banger fight. And here comes Cody Brundage. He's on a 3-fight win streak. Let's give him the GM3 test. Now, GM3, incredibly underrated. One of the better fighters in the middleweight division at cockroaching his way through a win. But here comes Cody Brundage, and I believe that Cody Brundage has the striking, has the ground game. He has improved so much since where he was past fights. He is no longer Cody Poop Brundage. He is Cody Undeniable Brundage. Give him the GM3 test, and Cody Brundage gets it done in a decision. Gerald Meerschaert likes to try and cockroach. Let's give him another. Let's actually give him a 30-27. He dominates GM3. And let's give him Kyle Daukaus. Kyle Daukaus is fighting on the White House card, has an incredible submission arsenal, is fighting Bo Nickel. Let's assume he loses that fight, but he's kind of just outside that top 15, probably in like the top 20 of the middleweight rankings, and Cody Brundage is his next opponent, and Cody Brundage will not be denied. This is 4-fight win streak Cody Brundage at this point, and he will not be denied by this blonde-haired freak. Cody Brundage gets it done and gives Kyle Daukaus a taste of his own medicine and gets a rear naked choke. Here comes Cody Brundage. Let's give him Roman Dolidze. Roman Dolidze will not deny Cody Brundage. Cody Brundage is undeniable at this point. He is on a 5-fight win streak. Everyone is tuning in to watch Cody Brundage, and I am wearing the Cody Brundage Hype Train t-shirt. We believed from the beginning. Me and Tristan are going apeshit, and this is a time for Cody Brundage to get ranked, and he beats Roman Dolidze via TKO, ground and pound, gets top control, and is able to dominate Roman Dolidze. And then we give him the killer gorilla, Jared Cannonier. But this is prime Cody Brundage at this point. This is where it is going to happen. People are starting to realize Cody Brundage is undeniable. Jared Cannonier, I love you. You were a great title contender, but it is Cody Brundage hour. It is the Cody Brundage clock, the year of the Brundage. And Jared Cannonier, you are just another stepping stone to that belt. Give me Cody Brundage in a 29-28 decision. Give him Brendan Allen. He already knocked out one blonde freak. Now it's time to knock out another one. Brendan Allen is a super talented middleweight. Cody Brundage will not be denied. Cody Brundage wins this one in yet another 29-28 decision. I believe Brendan Allen has a great arsenal of weapons, but Cody Brundage has just the better fight style. Cody Brundage, let's get it done. I believe he gets 2 knockdowns in this fight, and Brendan Allen just barely wins one round. You see a 29-28 decision win. It's Dricus time. Dricus du Plessis. Cody Brundage, Dricus du Plessis. This is the fight of the century. This is the fight for the title shot. And Cody Brundage, this will not be his time to lose. He has made it all this way. He's riding an 8 to 9 fight win streak at this point. I lost count at this point. Dricus du Plessis, you are just another body in the way of Cody Brundage. And Dricus, I'm sorry, but it's Cody Brundage. He will not be stopped. Is this not one of the greatest fights of all time? Cody Brundage versus Sean Strickland. I can see it here. Stay with me now. Sean Strickland is great, and he has elite cardio, elite boxing. But that Cody Brundage effect, he's got that right hand, man. He's got that submission ability. And Cody Brundage knocks out Sean Strickland the first round. He is champion. Cody Brundage champion. We no longer call him Poop. Put some respect on his name. Cody Brundage is now the champion of the UFC middleweight division. How much better can we get? I believe that all of these scenarios will happen. I thoroughly believe, I'm just kidding. I don't think that any of this is going to happen, but I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I know it was stupid and I know it wasn't like, Cage Calculated-esque, but this is something that I kind of enjoy to do. I loved making the PowerPoint. I love trying to make the path to the championship. It's awesome. Cody Brundage, I mean, can you not be excited about this dude having a title run? I mean, it starts today. It really does. It's a mindset. And Cody Brundage, if you're watching this video, I believe in you. Tristan believes in you. We are the Cody Brundage hype train. We are the Cody Brundage army. You better believe it. You better believe that all of these scenarios are going to happen. But again, I appreciate y'all watching. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Go check us out on Instagram. Go check us out on Twitter. Go check us out on TikTok. Hope y'all are having a good weekend. See ya!